Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel, and if you're new here, welcome. It is the first Monday of the month. Welcome to February, the month of love, and also Black History Month. So happy Black History Month, everyone. Now, this book review, we'll be exploring another fictional book that involves magic. And this book was long awaited for me. Is by one of my newest favorite authors. I reviewed her first book some months ago, and the sequel came out in September of last year, and I couldn't wait to see it, to get my hands on it and read it and review it. So now it's time to review it. And of course, it is Kiss and Spell by Celestine Martin. Now, she is the same author that wrote Wishful Thinking, which I know I have around here, but I can't locate it right now. But that is the first book, and it was kind of on the thinner side, and this book is very much a thick one. You could try and read this book as a standalone, but you may not understand some of the things that's happening because it does reference situations that happened from the first book. So I would advise reading Wishful Thinking before reading Kiss and Spell. So this book is kind of a, like I said, it's kind of a continuation of the first book. And we're following Ursula Caraway, who was this close to her fairy tale ending, but in a twist of fate, the witch finds herself heartbroken, her magic all but gone, and telling fortunes in a local psychic shop to make a living. Never again will she wish for anything. Remember, in the first book, everything was based off of them making wishes. And it's like, be careful what you wish for because you may just get it. And the way it's received may not be the way you like. This is what happened to kind of what happened to her. No glass slippers, no pumpkins, and absolutely no Prince Charmings. His Royal Highness Prince Xavier Alder is a horrible fey prince, so he is a fairy. He'd rather tend to his gardens than schmooze at a ball, and he's never believed in fairy tale endings, so it's just his luck that he's been cursed by the fairy queen with a spell that can only be broken by a perfect kiss. With a little help from a fairy godmother, Xavier and Ursula have a cute mix-up, and a budding friendship is born. Soon Ursula suspects that she could be the one to break Xavier's spell and restore her reputation. But can she risk believing in true love again, even if it's the only thing that could save them both? I really enjoyed this. Stemming from the first book, I wasn't a big fan of Ursula. I didn't hate her, but I didn't like her either. And once you read the first book, you kind of could understand why I said what I said. But reading this book, I became sympathetic towards Ursula. I did become sympathetic to Ursula and her situation because girl, y'all, the girl was out here struggling. And this book really goes into her journey into not falling into fairy tales and not opening herself up to love and the struggle to do so. Love can happen to you at any moment. True love can happen to you at any moment when you least expect it. And that's what kind of happened with Ursula. And when their romance was very cute, very relatable, you end up rooting for them. And especially when he started going on dates with other people, you just like, dude, no, go back to her or whatever. You know, it's like everybody else knew but them type of situation. But I really did enjoy this book. I enjoyed, I really enjoy because it also talks about crystals in this book and not just spells. It goes into crystals a lot, a little bit more in this book, and how she utilized these crystals. Because this book got me sleeping with an amethyst on my wrist and by my bedpost. And that is actually working to give me some good sleep. So if you guys are struggling with sleep, go get an amethyst and put it by your bedside. But this book, it also gives you a lot of teas and how to reclaim your witchiness, because that is what she is trying to do, is reclaim her witchiness. This is the cover for the first book, Witchful Thinking, which is amazing. And this is yet another amazing book. I enjoyed the development of their relationship, the love story. I really did enjoy that. And like I said, I found myself being sympathetic to a character that I kind of didn't favor from the first book. I ended up really rooting for her. And like, yeah, towards the end there is a devastating moment, and I was just like thrilled, just like, this cannot be happening. This book had me so much in my feelings, it was crazy, just like the first book where I was crying. I didn't cry as much with this book. I held my emotions intact, but I did go through some emotions, and there is some, like, you know, devastation towards the end, which is typical in romance novels. There's a girl meets guy, girl gets guy, everything is fine, then girl loses guy type of situation. So if you're interested in stories like that, especially with magical undertones, definitely check out this series by Celestine Martin. It is very well worth it. Like I said, this is a little bit thicker than the first book, but it's definitely well worth it. I got through this book in about a week because I kind of took my time, but you can certainly get through it if you are a bookie type of person. Excuse me. You could probably get through this within a couple of days, but I took my time and got through it within a week or two. But you would not be disappointed by reading this sequel to Witchful Thinking. Kiss and Spell is just as good as Witchful Thinking. This is a great sequel to that book, and I cannot wait for the continuation of the series. And anything that Celestine Martin writes, I'm more than likely going to pick up, because I love the way she writes. I really do love the way she writes and how her character development is. She really understands the magical world and how to mingle it very well with the human world. So I really do like this book. Go ahead and grab it. I will find myself probably rereading this series again later on down the line, but it's just going to be one of the books that I just keep. So check out Celestine Martin, Kiss and Spell. Falling in love can be a witch. That is so cute. I just love how Celestine writes and just the quirkiness of it. And also this book Ursula is very earthy. So if you are a earth sign, you probably will pick up and enjoy the earthiness within this story. So go check out this book, Kiss and Spell. Like I always say, you can pick this up at Amazon and Barnes and Noble, Books A Million if you have it, your local bookstore. Check it out, grab it, because you will not be disappointed. And I want to thank you guys for watching. And don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and hit that bell notification to be notified each time I upload a new video. Thanks again for watching, and I will catch you in the next video.